Perini Corporation was a very large construction company that went into business over 100 years ago. The Tutor part started out as A.G. Tutor Company, my father's construction company. In 2008, Tutor Perini formed as a merger of the two with me as the controlling shareholder. It would be fair to say that we've been somewhat dominant in the area of subway construction, both in New York City for the Transit Authority and in Los Angeles for the Los Angeles MTA. We currently have something in the neighborhood of $5 billion worth of subway in our backlog, which is 40% of all the work we have. And as a matter of course, we're large bridge builders and highway builders, and we have one of the country's largest tunnel divisions. So that's been the focus of our civil work. We currently operate out of something in excess of 20 offices nationwide, with a major operation also centered in Guam, with a hiring office in Manila, the Philippines. We probably range between 8,000 and 10,000 construction workers and a salaried engineering staff that may vary in the neighborhood of 3,000 people. We are a union contractor, so there really isn't a lot we can do other than rely on our unions to continue to provide us the people necessary. And although it's been very strange, so far they've been able to keep up with the workforce. That and the training and aggressively getting our management workforce up to the additional volume is probably our greatest challenge. The greatest challenge in our industry, in my opinion at least, has been what our commitments are, and that is to build an organization that's vertically integrated. So no matter what component there is of a $1 billion or $2 billion job, be it concrete, earthwork, demolition, foundations, electrical, mechanical, we have major subsidiaries or operations within the company that are dedicated to self-performing, thereby controlling costs and schedule. I believe it takes that kind of commitment to compete on a national scale in the $1 billion plus projects. The most significant thing we're doing to gear up for where I see the industry going, and that's a very long run of significant work in major programs, government sponsored both at the local, state, and federal level, is our training program. We're putting more and more resources into it. We're more aggressive in procuring bright young engineers, and then at the same time, we're in training of people out of the crafts in foreman and supervisory capacities, because we think we've developed a culture at Tutor Perini that's different from many of our peers. So it's a culture that demands a great deal, but we like to think when you stand up and deliver a great deal, you're extremely well rewarded. It all goes hand in glove. Our focus has been on the very largest lump sum $1 billion plus jobs since they came into being in the 90s, and that's where our greatest successes have been. So as those continue to grow and more, that's where we will focus our efforts, because they're the greatest challenge. And life's a series of challenges.
For more information about Tutor Perini Corporation, or to learn about a career in commercial and civil construction, contact us today at tutorperini.com.